Eva Batt. Eva is chairman of our vegan council. Tell us, Eva, how you became a vegan.
I remember very clearly, Erica, although it was nearly 20 years ago. There was this railway station platform, and there were some cows herded at one end, and they were making a very pathetic noise. And at the other end were baby calves, very, very young, and they too were crying for the mother cows. And of course I asked an official why couldn't they be put together. And he explained that the cows were going to market and the calves were going to the butcher. To the butcher, I said. Why? Well, he said, you can't have milk unless cows keep having calves, and you can only rear a few of those calves as cows. Most of those other poor little things will be in veal and ham pies before long. This shook me. I hadn't realised that milk production was responsible for all this suffering and slaughter. I had pictured placid, gentle cows happily grazing in green pastures, and I thought how kind the farmers were to relieve them of their milk. I turned again to the cows, because one was nudging my shoulder, trying to attract my attention. And as I turned, she gazed straight into my eyes, and there was a real message. That's the time it came through to me. I knew then I could never drink milk again. And I hadn't. But believe me, I had a terrible time over that weekend, just wondering how I was going to manage. I knew people could live well without meat, but without milk, I really thought I was going to die. So you can imagine how delighted I was when I discovered that there were other people who were living happy, healthy lives as vegans, thinking the way I did. And today, on my 68th birthday, I'm feeling happier, healthier, and altogether better than ever before.
So, how many times are we going to see those scenes? I mean, those scenes there were filmed in the 1970s, and we've seen it over and over, generations later. Separation of mother and child, with the mother following, presumably not knowing what to do. I don't know whether you actually picked up on this, but the young guy of the two kept glancing back at the mother. And that's possibly because he probably knew that sometimes the mothers get a little bit defensive and, might actually attack them, which we've again seen in subsequent films, because they're having their babies taken away from them, and that happens over and over. And then farmers have the gall to say, oh, well, some mothers are not very good mothers. How many babies would a human mother need to have taken away from them? And there's an Irish film where the farmer used the phrase snatched, that the newborn calf was snatched from the mother. How many before you stop being a good mother?